Namaskar, friends. The symbol of auspiciousness, the region of everything good in this universe, especially for the earth, for us, Lord Jupiter is transiting from Pisces, its own sign, to the Aries, its friend sign, the sign owned by its friend, Lord Mars. And this transit is going to change a lot in this universe because it has never happened earlier. When Jupiter is transiting to the Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, the Lord Sun is there along with dragon's head, which means Rahu, and Lord Saturn, who controls, who bestows justice to the universe. He is aspecting the Aries from his third aspect from Aquarius, and everything I can see a lot of things with this change which is going to happen in this universe. A lot of positive things are going to happen in this universe. It is showing the change of the whole system of the universe, especially on this earth. You have, believe me, many new things are going to start with this transit. This is not a normal transit which happens at every 12th year. This is very extraordinary thing, which you had to see it to believe it. And many things you will see, and believe me, I will release a separate video for indicating those changes which are going to be caused by this great change caused by the Lord Jupiter. So don't forget to see that video, which will come shortly for all of you. Moreover, many astrologers have indicated and told many negative and pessimistic things about the conjunction of Jupiter and dragon's head, means Rahu, and the Vedic combination, Vedic dreaded combination Guru Chandal Yoga, which is going to happen in the Aries in the coming days. They have predicted so many negative things, but believe me, I will inform you so many things which are showing very positive sign about the whole humanity, because the analysis of Guru Chanda Yoga had changed with the change of the period, change of the parameter, change of the norms of the humanity. So another video, my team has asked me, because a lot of astrologers are spreading misinformation about the conjunction of Guru and Rahu and the Guru Chandal Yoga. So they requested me to throw some light in this video, but I thought that it requires independent treatment. So a different video on Guru Chandal Yoga and its impact on this universe and on you will be released from AstroDevam. You should certainly you should not miss that video. Moreover, when Guru is transiting, the impact, one is universal about the earth, about the whole humanity, and one about you. So whatever impact I'm going to discuss is as per the Lagna or Ascendant, because Ascendant lasts only for 2 hours. Moon sign, lunar sign lasts for 2.25 days, and solar sign lasts for 1 month. So Ascendant or Lagna is more specific and precise. So predictions made and the basis of Lagna is more accurate and more reliable. So every prediction made is as per Ascendant. If you don't know your Ascendant, please just subscribe our channel and write your details, your name, your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth in the comment section. Our team will inform you your accurate Ascendant without any charge, so that you can understand what is going to happen. One more thing I want to stress here, that whatever I am going to predict you about this transit of Jupiter, it will be more applicable on the persons who are passing through the period, and it means dasa of Jupiter, the major period, minor period, or subtle period. Whatever, if you are passing, you will feel more impact of the Jupiter in that way. So let me start the impact of transit of Jupiter, and which will last from the 22nd April 2023 to 1st May 2024. In the whole period, in this period, Jupiter will always remain aspected by the Saturn from the third house, from his third aspect, and up to the end of November, it will remain with Rahu or Dragon's head. So you should not discount the effects of these two, but I will not detail because then my video will go for hours and hours. You should see the impact of Rahu as well as Saturn in our separate videos. So let us start with Aries, the first sign of zodiac. First sign of zodiac. So, dear Aries people, the Jupiter, Lord of your ninth house, the house of destiny, as the house, your 12th house, the house of change, house of foreign journey, foreign place, house of jail, house of confinement, house of hospital, house of investment. Both it is going to your own ascendant Aries, and from here it is aspecting your 7th house, 9th house, and 5th house. So first thing which come into mind that you are going to gain a lot of weight. Believe me, you may gain a lot of weight in this whole period. So avoid, restrict yourself, your food, your lifestyle. If you confine yourself in a proper way, certainly you benefited. Otherwise, you will get a lot of weight. Second thing, your 7th house, the partnership house, is going activated. A lot of turmoil is already happening due to Rahu axis on this your partnership and everything, which is not a lot of confusion. So many things is happening. So now Jupiter has come here. So there are two pronged impact of Jupiter. First, it will stop. So your marital relationship will not go into divorce mode, but suddenly your spouse might feel that you have become a bit egoist due to presence of Jupiter in your lagna. So I will request you, just like I requested you to shed your weight, I shed your ego also. Please shed your ego so that your marital relationship goes into a sweeter mood. The same thing applies your business partnership. If you are a business partnership, many things, many confusions were occurring, and you are thinking to separate away, to break the partnership. But Jupiter has come as a savior for you, and you will continue to remain in that partnership. But still, up to November, the confusions will remain until Rahu changes its sign. 5th house and 9th house both are activated by the Jupiter. That is the best thing, is that some creativity will come. Creativity may come in the biological form, means begetting children. You may get some son or daughter. If you are waiting for that, this is the best period for getting son or daughter. Simultaneously, if you wanted to create something, some book, some article, some new venture, even venture you may create, especially if it is related to some foreign country, this is the best thing which could have happened to you. So this is nothing like this. So if you wanted to create a branch in some foreign country, or some new or enter into a new arena of business, this is the best period for Aries people. Till now, you were feeling very lethargic because Jupiter was moving in your 12th house, the house of comfort, bed, everything you have. But now you will become active, and people will start respecting you. This is the best thing which could have happened to you. Destiny will favor you. Your father will favor you. Your patrons will favor you. So in totality, it is a good period for you. The only thing is that just shed your ego. Don't think that you are an achiever. Be an achiever, but don't think in those terms. This is the essence of the movement of this Jupiter, because the Sun, Rahu, everything, Mercury is already in Aries. They are creating a lot of turmoil and confusion, distraction, so many things. So if you control yourself, it will be a wonderful period for you. So it was all. And dear Aries people, if you want to know about your spouse, see what I'm going to tell you about the Libra people. It will be applicable to your spouse. If you want to know about your children, see what I'm going to tell about the Leo people. What I will tell about the Cancer people, it will be applicable on your mother. And what I will tell about the Sagittarius people, it will be applicable for your father. And for your elder brother and sister, siblings and friends, Aquarian prediction will be applicable. And what I will tell about the Gemini persons will be applicable for your younger brothers and sisters. So it was all about the Aries people. Now I will turn to the Taurus people, the fifth one. Dear Taurians, your the Jupiter Lord of your eighth house, the hurdles, surprises, and everything, and unearned income, and the Lord of gains, the house of gains, 11th house, has moved into 12th house. 12th house is the house of investment and expenditure and confinement, going to foreign place, everything. First thing which, and from here, it is activating your fourth house, your sixth house, and eighth house. So it is very bizarre. Everything certainly very you will have to face the whole around more than 1 year of this transit of Jupiter from 22nd April to 1st May. A lot of surprises, a lot of surprises. And when Jupiter, which is Lord of 8th house, is going to 12th house, both are not good houses, and is also activating 6th house. So a lot of hurdles and obstacles and so many things may come into your life in this period. But this is also called Vipreet Raj Yoga. It means inverse royal combination. So after some hurdle or problem, you will gain a lot. So this is the best thing. That ultimate result will be good because Jupiter in totality is good. Already Saturn is in your 10th house, the house of growth and promotion. So with some hurdle and problems, ultimately you will be winner. This is the main thing. Second thing, your house of expenditure investment is quite active. But if you have some spare money, I would strongly advise you to investment in real estate in this period, because otherwise your money will go away. In any way, it will go away. But while purchasing property, see the legal implications, the legal papers, because your sixth house, the house of disease, loan and enemies is also active. So it may be possible that the property you are buying may already have some legal issues. So check the papers properly in a diligent way so that you are not in a trap. Otherwise, buying property is very good. Investing in a property is very good option in this period. You have your eighth house is active, so it may be possible that some surprise gains may come, but which will lead to but the gains will not come immediately. Suppose that some of your relative is gone from this earth, leaving you inheritance in his will. So it will not come into your hand immediately. It will take time, but with passage of time, it will come. Don't go into quarrel or legal cases, because 12th house is the house of going into jail, behind bars, and your sixth house is active, your eighth house is active. So many a time it indicates court cases, going behind bars, long-term issues, on accidents. So you had to essence of dear Taurians, dear Taurus people, you have to remain throughout this period conscious and use your discretion. Keep your eyes and ears open so that you don't fall into some trap. This is the essence of the movement of Jupiter for Taurus people. And if you want to know about your spouses, see what I'm going to tell about the Scorpion people. And if you want to know about your children, see what I'm going to tell about the Virgo people. For your mother, you want please go through what I'm going to tell about Leo people, and for what I will tell about the Capricornians, you should take this for your father. And for your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should see what I'm going to tell about the Pisces. And for your younger brothers and sisters, siblings, you should see what I will tell about the Cancerian persons. So it was all for the Taurus. Now it is the turn of the Gemini, the jubilant one. Dear Gemini people, the Jupiter, Lord of your 10th house, growth and promotion, was moving till now for around 1 year in your 10th house. So a lot of growth and promotion, recognition, it has already bestowed. And has moved now into your house of gains, profit, everything, support system. And from here, it is aspecting your third house, the house of change, your Velar, and house of fifth house, it means house of children, creativity, and house seventh house of partnership, marital affairs. So, I can say about some good things about the Gemini people. Please hold your breath. First thing, if you wanted to change your place or do something creative, start writing something, this is the best period for you. If you wanted to marry, wait at the moment, this is the period. If you want to have children, this is the period. So overall, it is a good period for Gemini persons. Only thing is that because Rahu or dragon's head is in your house of gains, it is moving along with Sun, and Sun is for 1 month only, but Rahu will be there up to the end of November. So don't go into trap. Don't enhance your greed. Otherwise, your image will be tarnished. Which you for 1 year you have gained a lot of respect and fame, which will be tarnished if you compromise your principles, your just for the sake of gains. Then your people will lose the respect for you, which was until now. And one more thing, if you are associated with government sector, this is the best period for you because 10th house, Lord of 10th house, the government, boss, everything you have, and 7th house is also 10th from 10th. So both of these houses indicate a boss as well as government. So it has come into house of gains. So remain in good book of your boss, and if you are associated with government sector or administration, remain in their good book. Certainly, you will be benefited, Gemini persons. So overall, this is a good period for Gemini persons. If you want to start some new business, it is also a good period, especially if it is related to your hobbies and passions. So you may start some new, create some new startup, and certainly without investment, your investment it will go. Okay. So Gemini person, it was all about you. If you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I'm going to tell about the Sagittarius persons. If you want to know about your children, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Libra people. If you want to know about your mother, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Virgo people. If you want to know about your father, the Aquarius is the option. And for your elder brothers and sisters, siblings, and friends, Aries people, I have already told you should listen that. And for your younger brothers and sisters, Leo people, you should listen what I am going to tell. Okay, so it was all about Gemini. Now it is the turn of Cancer, the emotion. Cancerians, Lord of your 6th house, the house of disease, enemies, and loans, and competitiveness, and the Lord of 9th house, the Lord of destiny, is going into the 10th house, the house of growth and promotion. And from here, it is aspecting your 2nd house, immediate family, as well as wealth and livelihood, and your 4th house, the properties, and the 6th house, the house of 6th house, I have already told. So it is very bizarre situation. If you because your the 6th house is also active, which is considered very bad. Simultaneously, your 10th house is also active, and indirectly 9th house. So if first thing which comes into my mind, that if you are in preparing for competitive exams or government jobs, some very prestigious post you have, this is the best period. Suppose that you are trying for getting the post of vice chancellor in university, or getting elected in an election, this is the best period for getting elected. Persons of Cancerians who are fighting an election in this transit have more propensity, more probability of getting success. Certainly, especially persons who are preparing for competitive exam for judicial services, they will get elected. They will get elected certainly in this period. And moreover, how you'll get a lot of respect, especially if you don't create rift with your boss or government sector, because Rahu is already there. It is giving you a lot of thoughts about your status and so many things, many a time which are ill-founded. Rahu always creates confusion, so it may create a difference and confusion with your boss, your government sector, everything. So don't disregard any person who is above you. Remember me. I am stressing again. Don't create any rift with your bosses or government sector. This is a good period for investing in properties. Money will go, especially check your papers, because 6th house is also active, but you will get success in getting good property, especially if some government body is putting up property in e-auction or some lottery, something. This is good period for Cancerians for getting that property in your life. And moreover, if success in legal cases is also very prominent and respected, and ultimately you will be benefited from the ultimate decision. Even you may get a decree in favor with a lot of money. So Cancerian, this is the period good for you, especially if you are cautious enough. So and if you want to know about your spouse, you should remember what I am going to tell about the Capricorn people. If you want to know about children, you should listen what I am going to tell about the Scorpio persons. For your mother, you should listen what I am going to tell about the Libra people. And for father, certainly you should listen what I am going to tell about the Pisces people. For your elder brothers and sisters, siblings and friends, you should listen what I have already told about the Taurus people. And for your younger brothers and sisters, I will tell shortly for Virgo people, you should listen that. So it was all about the Cancerians. Now it is the turn of the Leo. Dear Leo people, the Lord of your 5th house of creativity, passion, children, new creation, and the Lord of 8th house. 8th house is the hurdle, but surprises, gains. Jupiter has moved into Lord of 9th house, the Lord of destiny, and Lord of house of father, house of foreign, going to foreign place. And from here, Jupiter is activating your Lagna, means you, and your 3rd house, the house of valor, strength, and 5th house. So most important thing is that first alert, you may gain some weight. So you should avoid it. First thing. Second thing, your 5th house is very active. So if you are waiting for your getting children, so this is the best period for you. If your dasa is supporting even a bit, you certainly get children in this period. From Jupiter will transit from 22nd April to 1st May. So this is the period. Moreover, if you are trying to shift to some foreign place, this is also very supportive period to go to some foreign place. If you were trying to work upon your appearance, your personality, this is also very good period. But the things which are not favorable is that you may be at loggerheads with your children, because Jupiter is going to be with Rahu, the dragon's head. So confusion and some inheritance confusion may happen. So avoid confusion with whom? Your father. your elders, which it may happen that they are going away to the God, and when their will is opened, you are finding that you had not got anything. They have led to some everything to some distant relative. So for the whole period, keep yourself in good terms with your father, mother, every elder जो है. Otherwise, these things will not go in the desired direction. Desired direction. Another thing I want to stress here that if you wanted to create something marvelous, some books, some writings, even a business venture in a totally distinct way, this is the best period for your Leo people. जो है. Things are in a balanced way, not very good, not very bad. If you keep it balanced, जो है, it will be a good period. जो है, and Jupiter will help you a lot for Jupiter will help you a lot for getting success in the life. And it was very simple thing for the Leo people. And Leo people, if you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I'm going to tell about the Aquarius persons. If you want to know about your children, you should see what I'm going to tell about Sagittarius persons. If you want to know about your mother, Scorpio predictions, you should listen. And if you want to know about your father, for Aries persons, what I have told already, you should listen that. And for your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should listen what I have told already about the Gemini persons. And for younger brothers and sisters, I will tell what about the Libra people. You should certainly listen to that. Now it is the turn of Virgo people. Dear Virgo persons, the Lord of fourth house, it means house, property, vehicles, domestic happiness, your mother, and the Lord of seventh house, the partnership, marriage, growth, everything, it has gone into eighth house. Eighth house is the house of obstacles, surprises, problems, everything. But it is in a friend's house. So Virgo people, you have to remain conscious. And from here, Jupiter is activating your house of losses, investments, and house of wealth, and the house of property, fourth house. So first thing which is coming into my mind, that if you have spare money, invest in real estate or somewhere, block it. Otherwise, it will be go down the drain. It will be invested at some bizarre way, and you will not be benefited. You will repent that. So best bet is that check the property papers and invest in some real estate if you have sufficient spare money. That is the best advice I can give to the Virgo people. This is the best thing I can advise. Otherwise, a lot of hurdles and blockage I can see for Virgo people. Moreover, if you have some property already, some property, big property, some legal issues may crop up. Really, believe me, some legal issues may crop up. So remain cautious. If you have forgotten some property at a distant place, some people, if you go there, you will find that some people have already sitting on that property and encroached upon that property. So many things I can see are on the property front is happening. Your mother health, you should check your mother health, and it may also be possible that some confusion problems may happen on your marital front, especially and your near and dear ones, immediate family, your children, your spouse, your father, mother. I can see some great confusion happening on that front. So you have to keep the balance. Please don't lose your balance, and keep your money intact. Otherwise, there is a strong possibility that it will go down the drain. Don't miscommunicate with the immediate family members and the persons who are responsible for your happiness. This is the essence of the Virgo people. And if you want to know about your spouse, you should listen what I am to tell about the Pisces persons. For your children, you should listen what I am to tell about Capricorn persons. For your mother, you should listen what I am to tell about the Sagittarius persons. For your father, you should listen what I already told about the Taurus persons. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, I already told about the Cancer persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Scorpio persons. And now it is the turn of the Libra after the Virgo. Dear Libra persons, the Lord of your third house, your house of valor, change, your strength, and the Lord of sixth house, the house of legal issues, enemies, loans, has gone into your seventh house, house of partnership, business as well as life. Though both are type partnership. So apparently this is not a good period for Libra persons, especially your personal life is concerned. And from here, Librans, Jupiter is activating house of gains, your own ascendant, Libra, and visualize third house, your Parakrama, Valor. So, what I can see, first thing, like some other ascendants, I'm alerting you, don't get some weight. Set weight, don't gain some weight. Because I can see a lot of stress happening to you over consumption of the food, and you may gain some weight. Because I can see already your family life, personal life is there's some confusion, miscommunication, and when Jupiter is shifting to this, it is going to complicate more your personal life. So it is my earnest request to please keep some balance in your life. Otherwise, you will going to suffer. Legal issues may crop up in your personal life, with your spouse, and even with your business partner. So it is my humble advice. For the sake of gains, don't deceive your business partner or your spouse. But if you wanted to enter into some new business venture, which was your hobby, then this is the best period for entering into that. Believe me, you will not need any investment. It will come as a reality for you. It will open your eyes, something like this. So, Libra people, if you want to start some venture as per your hobby and passion, this is the best period for starting that. A lot of brilliant ideas will come to you, and you will be a most successful person on this earth if you are starting some venture. But for your personal life, it is not a good period, and don't show your strength in your personal life. Show in your in professional life, which will be very helpful. Some friends, I believe that some unwanted elements may come into your friendship circle, which will not be a good thing for you. So remain alert on this front. So Libran people, a lot of things I can see on your partnership front, on your business front, which are in the mixed nature. And if you keep your balance, if you keep your communication channels open, it will certainly be a good thing for you, and certainly benefit for you in the long run. Don't come into trap of gains in the short term, otherwise you will be at the receiving end of the life. So it is alert as well as listen. And if you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I already told about the Aries persons. For your children, you should see my predictions, what I am going to tell about Aquarians. For your mother, you should listen what I am to tell about the Capricorn persons. And for your father, I have already told about the Gemini person. You should listen that. And for your elder brothers and sisters as siblings, you should listen what I have told about the Leo persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen what I am going to tell shortly for the Sagittarius persons. Now it is the turn of the Scorpions, the hidden ones. Scorpions, your Jupiter is the Lord of your second house, house of immediate family, wealth, livelihood, everything, and the fifth house, your creation, children, everything. It has gone into sixth house, the house of confrontation, struggle, loan, enemies, diseases. So, and moreover, it is activating your career house, promotion house, growth house, investment house, losses house, and house of wealth. So overall, very bizarre situations for the Scorpio persons. Out of all the zodiac signs, I can see most complex prediction for the Scorpio ascendants. So they have to remain on their toes for the whole 13 months, whole more than 12 month period from 2nd April to 1st May. It is around 1 year. So it will keep yourself on toes. If you are in a legal profession, it is good. If you are in judiciary, it is good. If you are in medical profession, it is good. But for the normal persons, this is not a good period. Your money go down the drain in some legal complication or something like this. So please remain alert. Otherwise, and moreover, if your legal issues may send you, your enemies may send you to your hospital, and legal issues may send you behind the bars. So if you keep your put up your the dices in a proper manner, you'll get a lot of prestige and respect. But if you don't, you will going to suffer in a way that you are going to remember for the whole life. First thing, don't create miscommunication with your children and immediate family members. Otherwise, all the help will be lost. All the help will be lost. Take care of your health. Health front is very weak, Scorpions. Health front is very weak in this whole period. And don't go to a foreign place without putting up all the papers in order. Otherwise, you will be left with no option, and your family members will have to think how to bring you back from that place. Accidents, diseases, and everything I can see here, because in this horoscope also the Mars is in the 8th house, the house of obstacle, when Jupiter has shifted. So for the Scorpio persons, I think that this is not a good period. Only the ray of hope is that if you are in competitive exams, if you are in a tender business, the things may turn into good way. If you manipulate the things, the period is good. Otherwise, this is not a good period for Scorpion persons. And Scorpions, if you want to know about your spouse, see what I have told about the Taurus persons. If you want to know about your children, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Pisces persons. What I am going to tell about Aquarian persons, you should listen. Listen about your mother, and for your father, you should listen what I have already told about the Cancer persons. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should listen for what I have told about the Virgo, and for your younger brothers and sisters, you should wait for the prediction about the Capricorn persons, which I am going to tell shortly. It was all about the Scorpio persons. Now it is the turn of the Sagittarians. Sagittarians, the Lord of your Ascendant, it means you, and Lord of your 4th house, house of property, vehicles, your domestic happiness has gone into your 5th house. 5th house, going into 5th house is very good, but some alerts, some precautions. First thing, check whether the property you are going to buy has some legal complication, or some people have encroached upon your property, which is lying at some other distant place. Check care of your health. Some surprises may come, and some miscommunication, confusion with your children may also occur. These precautions, if you take, the life is very good. Especially if you want to create something, or start a startup or something new business, this is the very good period, because Jupiter sitting here, it is activating your 9th house, foreign place, house of gains, and you. So everything, if you wanted to create some business with some foreign place, some other country, this is also a good period. You're going to gain a lot. You may gain a lot in lottery, in gambling, and anything you have, because Rahu in 5th house. If you are running in a balanced way, this is very good period for the Sagittarius people. So don't create miscommunication. Remain balanced. this is very good period for you, especially if you want to create something. Persons in the creative field like film stars, directors, writers, this is the wonderful period, Sagittarians. You will remember this period, the period of 12 months for the whole life. It was all for the Sagittarian persons. Yes, one more thing, don't gain weight, because it's your Jupiter in the fifth house is going to aspect your Lagna, Ascendant, Sagittarius, which will be very helpful for being a fatty person. So remain cautious on that. Okay, so it was all about Sagittarians. If you want to know about your spouse, see what I have already told about the Gemini persons. For your children, you should listen what I told about the Aries persons. For your mother, I am going to tell shortly for the Pisces persons. For your father, I already told about the Leo persons. You should listen that. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, I already told about the Libra persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen, which I need to tell about the Aquarius persons shortly. So it was all about the Sagittarius. Now it is the turn of the Capricornians. Dear Capricornians, the Lord of your investment, losses, foreign journey, changes, hospital, jail, going to a hermitage, the Jupiter, it means the Lord of 12th house and Lord of changes, or your whaler, the Lord of third house, third house has gone into your fourth house, house of domestic happiness and everything. So if you wanted to create a home at a foreign place, go to some foreign place, buy a resort at some distant place, a villa in Switzerland, this is the best period for you. Please try, your dream will come true. And from sitting Jupiter in the fourth house, it is aspecting your 12th house, 10th house, and 8th house. So it is very bizarre situations for Capricornians, because your house of losses is active, house of investment is active, house of prestige and promotion and growth is active, and house of surprises and obstacle is active. So very mixed bag of prediction for the Capricornian persons. But if you keep yourself balanced and avoid the effect of Rahu, avoid the effect of dragon's head, which is in the fourth house, then it is a good period. Otherwise, I can see a lot of health issues and domestic confrontation, everything, and your investments will go down the drain, because I can see you are going to invest in some property, and that investment which will not result into something fruitful. Because more thing, the house of eighth house of obstacles is highly active in this period. So the path of the life will not be very easy in this period. But ultimately you will get success, because your 10th house is also active. The best thing is that nothing will come into your life in this year which will affect your reputation and destiny. Losses will be there, obstacles will be there, a lot of money expenditure will be there, everything will be there, but your prestige will be intact. You will get the fame, everything will come to you, which will affect you in the long run, in your career, in your path, everything, it will affect you in a very beautiful way. So it is a mixed bag for the Capricorn persons. Keep your patience. Only thing I can say, because your Lord of your your descendant Saturn is very favorably placed in the house of wealth. So whenever required, your support system will be there, especially from near and dear ones. Take care of your wealth as well as health. Both the things should be taken care of, and take fresh fruit. Take as much as fruits possible. It will help you a lot. So dear Capricorn persons, if you want to know about your spouse, the best thing, you can listen what I have told about the Cancer persons. If you want to know about your children, you should listen what I have already told about the Taurus persons. And if you want to know about your mother, I have already told about the Aries people, that will be applicable for your mother. For your father, what I have told about the Virgo people, it will be applicable to you. For your elder brothers and sisters, you should listen what I told about Scorpio persons, and for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen what I'm going to tell shortly for the Pisces persons. So that's all it was for the Capricorns. Now it is the turn of the Aquarius. Dear Aquarians, the Jupiter for Aquarius is very interesting. It is the house of gains, money earning, and the house of accumulated wealth also, immediate family, support system, your resources. So it is very beautiful combination of, and it is going to your third house, the house of valor and everything. So overall, financially, monetary wise, this period is very good. You may earn a lot of money through some bizarre and sometimes dubious means. Below me, some dubious means, because Rahu is there up to the end of October. But if you are going to invest your money, check whether you are in the right direction or not, because Jupiter is in the Rahu and it is creating some shroud or some unclarity. So your wealth may go into wrong hands. And Jupiter sitting in your third house is aspecting your seventh house, house of partnership, business partnership, as well as life partnership, your ninth house, and as well as ninth house is the house of foreign place, father, judiciary, everything, and the house of gains, your 11th house. So what I can see, the very beautiful things, many beautiful things. First thing, that if you want to create some business in some foreign place, some other country, this is the best period which could have happened to you. Very easily, you will create a venture factory in some other country, which you always dreamt of, and it will come into the reality. And new partnerships may occur. And if you wanted to get married and you were waiting for that happy moment, this is the time has come, and the procession of marriage procession, either you lead that, or it will be, if you are a lady, some groom will be there at your doorstep. So this is the best period for marriage, and indirectly it is also the period of getting children. If you are waiting for, because ninth house is the secondary house of fifth house, which is the primary house for getting children. So when Jupiter is aspecting ninth house and house of gains, then majority of cases I have seen that people get benefited with getting children. So this is the best period for getting children and creating new business. So one more thing, some bad elements may encircle you posing as a friend. So remain alert for that, and if you cautious about that aspect, this is a good period for you. Believe me, it is a good period for you. So Aquarians, if you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I already told about the Leo persons. For your children, you should see what I already told about the Gemini persons. For your mother, you should listen what I told about the Taurus persons. For your father, Libra predictions, you should listen. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should listen what I already told about the Sagittarius persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, that was the first sign, Aries, you should listen to those predictions. It was all about Aquarius. Now it is the turn of the Pisces persons. Pisces ascendant, the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces persons, the emotional ones, the lord of your 10th house, the prestige, respect, growth, promotion, and lord of your ascendant, yourself, has gone into the house of wealth, immediate family, and it is creating a lot of things. And from sitting in your house of wealth, immediate family, it is aspecting 6th house, 8th house, as well as 10th house. So surprises will be there, obstacles will be there, a lot of hurdles will be there for Pisces people, but ultimately you will get success if you play your cards very well. That is the essence of these predictions. First advice to you, that you should avoid miscommunication, especially with near and dear ones, and otherwise you are going to suffer a lot of health issues, I can predict. So don't create any miscommunication. Second thing, don't give any money to your relatives or any person unless you consider it as a donation. Otherwise, it will be the money consider it down the drain. Eighth house is very active, so surprises will be there, especially on career front. Especially on career front, surprises will be there. So keep yourself in good books with your bosses. Otherwise, every type of surprises may come. You may get promotion or you may get demotion. Both the things are possible in your case. So you have to keep yourself in the good books of your bosses. Uh, Instead of getting a lot of efforts and labor on your front, you should check how much grapevine is going in your organization about you and your department. So that is the more important suggestion for you. If you are doing labor and you are keeping your ears closed, something bad may be hashed against you, and you'll see that I have done a lot of efforts. I am going to promotion, and what is happening with me? I am not getting the desired results. So it may be possible that you may get suffer, you may get you may feel helpless. If you are in a legal profession, if you are an interlocutor, if you are a mediator, something like this is very good period for you, and you will get a lot of gains, money, and everything respect with your efforts. For persons who are in politics, this is a good period, and if you have gone ticket in this period in any election, getting success in election is very prominent. So this is the mixed bag for the Pisces persons, with some good things, with bad things, and if their Pisceans, if you want to know about your spouse, see what I already told about the Virgo people. For your children, you should listen what I have told about the Cancer persons. For your mother, you should listen what I have told about Gemini persons. For your father, you should listen what I told about the Scorpio persons. For your elder brothers and sisters, you should listen what I told about the Capricornians, and for your younger brothers and sisters, I already told about the Taurus persons. So with this, I have finished all the zodiac signs. These predictions are for the ascendants, not for the lunar sign and solar sign. If you don't know, give me send us the details in the comment section. Subscribe in the channel, will inform you most accurate ascendant for you, and these predictions will be more applicable. I am repeating, who are running the major period, minor period, or subtle period of the Jupiter. One more thing, these are very general predictions. If you want to know very specific information about you, you should consult us or any valid astrologer who has degree qualification of the astrology. Don't get misguided by some pseudo astrologers who may please you and fill you with a lot of negativity. And don't forget to listen our very informative, very enlightening videos about the Jupiter and Rahu conjunction, Guru Chandal Yug, regarding which a lot of misinformation and negativity have been spread by some astrologer in the universe. So it will be very clarifying you, and it will be very beneficial to you, because you will be able to reap the benefits, opportunities coming to your way in your life. So it was all about the Jupiter's transit from Pisces to the Aries. It's friendly sign, and Jupiter will run here from 22nd April to 1st May 2024. And you should, one more suggestion, you should take these predictions and mix it with what I already told about the Saturn predictions about your ascendant and Rahu predictions if you mix them you will get a clearer picture about your life, and majority of them will be true because they are about your ascendant. Namaskar, I am Acharya Krishnan from AstroDevam.com. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video if you liked it. Namaskar.